Hello, it's a slightly cool, just past mid-July evening here in beautiful Nova Scotia. Welcome to my channel, The Optimistic Gardener. My name is Steve Farley. So, just gone mid-July, exciting times here in the Optimistic Vegetable Garden. The peas are growing humongous and throwing out peas for me left, right and centre. The climbing beans are racing up the poles, and my lettuces are growing fat and turning me into a bit of a rabbit trying to keep up with eating them. But it's not all good things going on at the moment. I've had my first attack of the Colorado Potato Beetle, or its larvae anyway. We had an absolutely stunning weekend this weekend while I was slowly cooking next to the pool, turning myself extremely red. The sly little fellows in the potato patch were busy munching away, and the first thing I knew on Monday morning there were just felt like hundreds of them. So I've tried to deal with them, but all in all and mostly things are going really well here in the Optimistic Gardener. So I thought I'd give you a bit of a tour, a midsummer tour, to show you how things are getting on. Why don't we go and have a look? So, as you can see, the peas have grown rather large. They're doing really well, and they've grown a bit larger than I thought they would grow. And my supports are barely hanging on to the weight of the vines themselves, and the fruit is all coming out now. And I'm busy picking, having peas of everything, nearly having peas with my breakfast. But it's all good, and I'm really happy with the way that they're going. So these should be fruiting for another good month or so. So I'm really happy with the way they're going. I've just got to keep up with the picking the peas, picking nice and small for the ones that I'll be having as mange too, and letting the peas that I'll be shelling grow nice and fat, so I can grow lots of different or cook lots of different dishes, which I'll hopefully be showing you later on. One of my favourites, potato and pea soup, which may not sound that nice, but it's absolutely delicious. So the peas are looking really good. So as you can see here, I've got some nice healthy looking lettuce, and I've been picking these little bits from all around as I go along, as I need the lettuce, and they're beautifully tasty and doing really well. As you can see from the photograph earlier on that I've just put up, I was a bit worried about them before, but they've come on really well once the heat started to come in a little bit, not too hot. They've really done well, and I'm really pleased with these. Here are a load of cherry tomato bushes. I did a video a couple of weeks ago on showing these tomatoes, where I've pinched out some of the different tips you can use to keep your tomatoes healthy. And actually, if you see these, I'll show you the difference between these and one where I haven't got any. I've got a good layer of leaf mould as a mulch here, and I think that's done them a world of good, and helped them grow nice and healthy looking like they are. So I'm really pleased with these. They're obviously starting to flower. They were a bit behind everybody else's, I think. I normally end up getting them in a bit late, or I did this year anyway. But I'm really pleased with the way they're going, and I grew these all from seed, so I'm really happy with these so far. So the lettuce and tomatoes are growing well. Oh, and I've just noticed this random garlic that I had in here, and there's a garlic scape there as well, so I'll be having that later. Beautiful. So in this bed I've got loads of strawberries that I planted up. I've had a really good yield out of them, really beautiful strawberries, so I'm pleased with that. I'm letting them throw out a few runners at the moment because I want to increase my stock, because the strawberries that I've got in another bed, they're getting a bit old now, and the yield was markedly down this year. So and I'm also going to build a strawberry pyramid, so I need something to populate that, and so I thought I'd let a few of these throw out runners, and I can replenish the stock that way for free. But the main thing in here is beans. So I've got bush beans here, yellow bush beans, and as you can see, they're starting to throw out the fruit already, and I like yellow bush beans, and they do a really good yield for not actually that much size, and you can get quite a few plants out of, you know, a small bed like this. So they're always definitely worth their money. And over here, as you can see, are I've got runner beans, so scarlet runner beans with the red flowers there, and on this side here I've got purple climbing beans. As you can see, you may be able to see the purple flowers, and they have really bright purple beans, as the name suggests, which go green once you cook them, but they're nice to start with. And the scarlet runner beans, being English, we all love. We're mad for growing our scarlet runner beans. I love the taste of them, and they absolutely fire out loads and loads and loads of beans. You normally get a really good yield, and they're really easy to grow. And the other bonus is hummingbirds love them. So I love to see the hummingbirds in the morning, chittering away, getting themselves in amongst the flowers. So that's always a good one. But yeah, everything's growing really nice and well. And with the compost I put down, I had some random Asian greens lettuce, which I've been letting grow here and there, and some coriander come up from last year's compost. Obviously some of the seeds in there are germinating, which is no big deal. Get the odd random free bit of food, so that's good. So again, another bed doing really well. So this bed has mostly had its day for the season. Asparagus gave me some beautiful, juicy and crunchy asparagus early, you know, literally the first vegetables you're going to eat in the garden, so that was really good, and I had a good yield out of there. But now I'm obviously letting them grow up, feed themselves, get themselves nice and strong for next year. But I don't want to completely waste this bed, so I put couple of tomato plants. I've got one here and one over there. Apparently they're one of those sort of companion plants, and I can't remember off the top of my head which way it is, whether it's, I think it's the tomatoes ward off asparagus beetle or asparagus, whatever it is. But so I'll put them in there, and they're doing nicely, so I'm pleased there. Just looking to see if there's any side shoots. Yep, so these are doing really well. So, you know, wherever you've got space in your beds, you want to try and use it. So that's what I'm doing here. So we've had a great yield of asparagus, and now there's a couple of tomato plants in there, hopefully going to give me some juicy tomatoes. So this area here is my sort of unfinished area of this side of the optimistic vegetable plot. I'm supposed to be putting a strawberry tower pyramid type thing here, but it's been too hot to do big projects lately, so I've put it on hold. And I need another triangle, one of these triangles there, to complete the four. And this is what's going to be in these triangles is normally going to be herbs and things like that. But in the meantime, I thought I'd throw another couple of, again, using this space as much as is possible. But in the meantime, I thought I'd throw a couple of these triangles up and grow some more beans up there. And again, and the really good thing here is, obviously I'm only using a small amount of space. I've got the triangle up here, and I've got it in between the two different beds, and it's a good space saver, and I can grow vertically rather than using the horizontal space. So these are just starting to come up. I only threw these in late, but beans, as we all know, they grow up really fast, and they should be still giving me a good yield of beans into the autumn time. Excellent. So this is my carrot bed, and I've got carrots growing here, succession planting. And the really weird thing is the ones that I've planted here a few weeks later seem to be doing better than these ones that I planted first, but sometimes that just happens. I've got Naunt, and I can't remember the other type of carrot. I've been sowing them in different rows, but even as you can see back here, I've got some young ones coming up now, and they'll be giving me nice juicy carrots all the way into the autumn time. So I'm pleased with it, and I've got them quite close together. But I always find, I'm not greedy, I always find, you know, the outer ones start to fatten up, and then when I want them I'll just pull them as baby carrots, and then the other ones that are on the inside just start to grow out anyway. As long as you give them a good feed throughout the season, they'll do well. So again, another bed I'm pleased with. So this is my onion bed. I've got white onions on this side and red onions on that side. The white onions seem to be growing a lot stronger, or I don't know whether it's stronger but faster than the red onions, so I'm getting some nice big juicy bulbs here coming up, and they're nice good thick stiff growth, so I'm really pleased with these. And these white onions, I haven't put a mulch down on this side, so is it that, I wonder? I need to read up on that. Like I said, I'm not always an expert on everything, and I'm try different things. So it's either these white onions grow quicker and stronger than the red ones, or the mulch is holding the red ones back. But I'm pleased with both of them. They're all looking nice and healthy either way. Just these ones are looking fatter and coming on quicker. So again, job's a good one. A brief word on the raspberry patch. So these are my autumn fruiting raspberries. They're growing extremely strongly. I need to get a frame up. I haven't got a frame up around these yet, so that's something I need to do really quickly. And here's an odd thing, the compost again that I put in. A random sunflower has decided to come up through it, so I thought I'd let it brighten up the day. So that's this side of the vegetable garden toured out. As you can see, everything's growing really strongly, and I'm really pleased with it. So let's have a look on the other side of the shed, where I've got lots of other things to show you.